Individually, you can win matches by your individual talents. Only collectively, you can win tournaments. Got my point? Individually, you can be a giant talent. Like Rohit Sharma, he scored 5 centuries in the World Cup edition this time. Extraordinary performance. His centuries won matches for us. But when we collectively failed, we were thrown out of the tournament. Against a team which in a normal condition, the New Zealand team, were like not a strong opposition against us. But we did not have the plan B. What if the top 3 fails? Shikhar Dhawan, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, if the top 3 go cheaply, we didn't have plan B. That was the analysis of these people. So synergy is this, when you collectively put an effort together, understanding each other. So as an individual, you can win battles, but collectively you win wars. Same way individually you can win matches, but if you want to win tournaments, you need synergy. Everybody has to perform to the optimum level, in congruence with each other. The organization that I come from, the BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha, which is a worldwide organization among the top 10 NGOs of the world with a permanent seat in the United Nations. Our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, perhaps you might have heard his name. You might have visited Akshardham at Delhi or Gandhinagar. He was the ideal example of synergy. Because we are 1100 saints in the organization, we have a whole range of talent and intelligence. Some saints had very ordinary primary education coming from Adivasi and backward class belts. And some of our saints are Harvard and Stanford graduates. So the range of saints who take care of our 162 activities of the organization in all fields, social, cultural, medical, education, because we run more than 100 hospitals, hostels, schools and colleges. And I'm talking to you this on this particular topic is not that just read a couple of books or presented myself. We are fully involved in the administration, in the management, in the HR of all our institutes. We know what is this. What I'm doing now in front of you is my side job. Of course, not paid for it. I don't charge a single penny for my talks. This is my hobby, talking to people, sharing good ideas with people, structuring their mindset for being better for tomorrow, and inspiring them for better behavioral patterns that could improve and make their lives happy. This is my selfless service to society. Today morning I was at Kikani Institute. Today I'm talking here. Tomorrow evening also I'm going to talk at Rotary at Chamber Hall. Tomorrow evening also. Then day after tomorrow we'll be back, talking in the evening in Mumbai. So keep on traveling, keep on talking. But then to care and share for the society. I was talking of this synergy. When we are 1100 saints in the organization, we have a full range of these saints. Still, Pramukh Swami Maharaj could extract the best and the optimum from each and every saint. That is a unique thing of it. He has put all of us into synergy, and as I was introduced, we have like about 50,000 volunteers in the Swaminarayan Sanstha, the BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha. Wherever there is floods or famine, we do all relief activities. Even in your state, in the state of Tamil Nadu, when we had tsunami like about in the year 2005 or 6, Chennai, the year was 2005, 4 or 5? December 26, 2004. Okay. So after that we adopted, initially we did relief activities. Thereafter we adopted 2 villages and we constructed about 250 homes and gifted to the villagers, to the owners of the plots or the homes of that villages. So we did here as well. I'm talking of this thing like about 15 years back. So we have our volunteers also. There also we have a full range. But Pramukh Swami Maharaj was instrumental he was the source of inspiration that he could keep all these saints and he could keep all these volunteers together and extract the optimum from him according to his talent and work attitudes. And that is why this whole BAPS organization works. Even the top Lions International executives, top Rotary International people, when they talk about BAPS, they say that definitely we at Lions and Rotary do n number of projects for social services. But the type of volunteerism that BAPS has, we don't have it in Lions or Rotary. So that synergy is bringing all of them together and assigning the job according to his talents. This requires a big suppression of the leader's ego. If the leader has ego, it's difficult for him to assign tasks to some small people according to their talents, recognizing their energies. So synergy has to be worked out. It is a business heart. You would find sometimes that in many business organizations there are people who are with the organization since 30 years, since 40 years. And the owners of that business have treated those people like family members. And that is how the organization grows. Sometimes we don't treat our family members as family members. Forget about the big synergy. Did you get my point? What I mean to say is, synergy has tremendous amount of energy that even when you are not like-minded people, you can still come together for a like-minded activity, though the ways of doing that activity can differ. But discussions and debate give you the qualities of acceptance, compromise and adjustments, and that is how synergy is produced. Debates and discussions. Sharing and caring for each other. That is how work goes on, relationship goes on, and that is how the world goes on. So that is synergy. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was once asked, Pramukh Swami Maharaj, as he said, created more than about 1300 places of worship all over the world. For that, the Guinness Book of World Records has written for him that he is the master builder of the 20th century. 6 times is in the Guinness Book of World Records. He has been the recipient of more than 20 plus key to the cities in America. He has been felicitated with standing ovations in the British Parliament, in the Canadian Parliament, in the Kenyan Parliament. We are celebrating his Shatabdi Mahotsav in 2021. It would be a 34-day huge festival in Ahmedabad. And this time, in this year on 4th of December, coming 4th December, we are celebrating it in a huge way at the D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai, New Mumbai. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was once asked, how is that you can get along with all kinds of people? Because we have seen him working with less educated people, more educated people, less experienced people, more experienced people. We have seen him working effectively with all abilities, creating best results in all the spheres of activity, social, cultural, moral, educational, medical, every field that we have. He could have his inputs into construction, he could have his inputs into finance, he could have his inputs into all kinds of these fields. Pramukh Swami said, beautiful answer, that when you are rightly connected with God, it is God who inspires you and your team members to work together effectively to produce a good result. Then after getting effectively connected with God, you should have a leaning towards getting effectively connected with people. Know the person, get connected with him. This is not just theory, it is practical. So synergy. And the last and the 7th habit was sharpen the saw. When you need to cut a log, wood, if you have a saw, the first thing Stephen Covey says, you need to check the sharpness of that saw. If you have not checked the sharpness of that saw, perhaps you have to labor a lot to cut that wood, to cut that log. So if the sharpness is not enough, the first thing you have to do is to sharpen the saw, in which it says physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. 4 ways you need to sharpen your saw. The saw is your body. Your body is your saw, because by that you are going to do all kinds of activities. As you cut the wood by a saw. In the same way, your body is your saw, because by that you are going to do all kinds of activities. Physical, mental, emotional, all kinds of activities. Yes or no? So by physical, he suggests exercises, yoga. Mentally, he suggests meditation and good reading. Emotionally, he suggests good wishes and emotions and well-wishing for everybody. And soul, he says, prayers and connecting with your Creator, the God, through prayers every day. This 3,000 highly successful people surveyed, interviewed by Stephen Covey, they had this habit of connecting with their Creator, the God, through prayers every day. This was the habit that they possessed. So don't say God is just about people having a spiritual aspiration in life. Even if you want to have a good management or a good executive or a good business aspiration in life, you need to have a spiritual aspect in life. More pure within, better activity without. More pure within that you are, better activity you will be able to do outside. Because the more people oriented you become, you take care of your people will take care of your work. Simple.